Imagine, for a moment, a being so immense and powerful that the scriptures themselves describe it as indomitable, unattainable, and feared even by the most valiant warriors. A being shrouded in mystery, called Leviathan. Today, we'll delve into the pages of the Bible and discover, who is Leviathan? What does Scripture reveal about this enigmatic creature? And, above all, what does his presence mean for faith and the destiny of humanity? The Bible mentions the Leviathan in different passages, each revealing facets of this enigmatic being. In the book of Good 41, God describes Leviathan as a colossal creature, covered in impenetrable scales, which spews flames from its mouth and exhales smoke from its nostrils. A figure so imposing that no human being can tame it. This description is so detailed that many scholars debate to this day whether Leviathan was a real animal, such as a crocodile or a great sea monster, or whether it represents a spiritual force of chaos. Already in Psalm 74-14, Leviathan appears as an enemy defeated by God. The text says that the Lord crushed Leviathan's heads and fed them to the creatures of the desert. Here, Leviathan is not just an animal, but a symbol of the chaotic power that rises up against God and is crushed by his sovereignty. In the book of Isaiah 27-1, the prophecy gains even more strength. In that day the Lord will punish with his hard, great, and strong sword the Leviathan, the swift serpent, the Leviathan, the crooked serpent, and he will slay the monster that is in the sea. This passage points to an eschatological battle at the end of time when God will definitively destroy the chaos represented by Leviathan. Notice how Scripture presents Leviathan, not just as a frightening sea creature, but as a personification of chaos, rebellion, and forces trying to oppose the Creator. It is as if Leviathan were a reminder that there are powers that try to defy the divine order, but that, before God, they inevitably end up defeated. In Job, we see man unable to face it. In Isaiah, we see God promising his destruction. And in the Psalm, we already see him defeated. This progression shows that human dominion may be fragile in the face of chaos, but God's power is absolute and eternal. Leviathan, therefore, is not just a sea monster. It is a profound symbol. It represents chaos, evil, and the dark forces that haunt humanity. But the final message is clear. Only God has the power to overcome it. Just as Leviathan seemed invincible in the eyes of men, there are also battles in our lives that seem impossible to overcome. Spiritual struggles, problems that suffocate us, fears that paralyze us. However, the Bible shows us that no Leviathan can withstand the power of the Lord. The story of Leviathan teaches us that, however great the forces of chaos, God remains in absolute control. He is the Lord of the seas, the earth, and the sky. What seems indomitable to human eyes is just another creature before the greatness of the Creator. And here is the powerful moral of this revelation. No matter how big the monsters you face, they will never be bigger than the God who fights for you. If this video brought you clarity and inspiration, don't stop there. There are still many creatures, symbols, and mysteries revealed in Scripture that conceal powerful messages for our spiritual lives.